So I accidentally took a 4-ish year hiatus from YouTube, but we're back. New year, new goals. So let's do a little recap of the past 4 years, and then I'll share my hopes and dreams and goals for this channel moving forward in the new year. If you're new here, my name is Melissa Tablada, and I used to have a YouTube channel. I think I started it about 6 years ago, and then I kind of fell off of the YouTube train about 4 years ago when my first baby was born. I think I only filmed and uploaded one YouTube video since then, and it was like right after he was born. So let's start with a little recap of the past 4 years. Our son Orly was born in April 2021. That was almost 4 years ago. And then our daughter Winslet was born almost exactly 2 years ago. And now I'm pregnant with baby number 3, which we're calling baby Jay for now, and we'll announce his name when he's born. He's due in June. So parenting kind of took over our lives for the past 4 years in the best way possible, but YouTube was not high on the priority list. New year, new goals. It's coming back. It's very high on my priority list, and I'm really excited and motivated about it. In the meantime, we bought a house, we moved out of the city, we moved into an area that I totally adore, which is something that I never thought I'd be able to say about Miami, but it's true. I stay home with the kids, but I also work full time in the margins of life, either when my husband's home or when my mom's here to help out. And it's an ever evolving balance navigating the two, being a full-time mom and full-time professional in my career as well. Professionally, I'm still a licensed marriage and family therapist. I have my own practice where I see clients across the state of Florida virtually from my home office. I'm also still a Creighton fertility care practitioner where I work with women and couples on their reproductive health and fertility, either to avoid pregnancy, achieve pregnancy, or just monitor and maintain their reproductive health. I also do a whole lot of other stuff like speaking locally and social media and coaching and mentorship and probably a lot of other things too. One thing to know about me is that my memory is basically broken ever since I had kids 4 years ago. I'm sure I need some vitamins or supplements to work on that, but yeah, my memory is pretty awful these days, so I write everything down and that's the only way that I function. Anyway, another thing that's new and fun and exciting is that I started developing my own online courses and digital products to serve people in a similar way that I do as a therapist and as a coach and as a fertility care practitioner, but just in a way that's more accessible and simplified and easy for people to grab even if we're not working together one-on-one. So I released my first course in October of 2023, which is the 14-day Marriage Connection Challenge, which is I designed for new parents who are struggling to feel connected after the birth of a new baby. It was something coming up so often in my DMs on Instagram, emails that I was getting in therapy sessions. It was coming up so frequently. It was like the #1 challenge that my community was struggling with. So I wanted to support couples who had just recently had a baby. So the 14-day Marriage Connection Challenge is meant to do exactly that. Then in February 2024, I teamed up with one of my dear friends who is a certified etiquette instructor, and we put our complementary areas of expertise together and we released the Healthy and Holy Friendship Manual, which was another thing she and I often get questions about: friendship, community, developing virtuous, deep, meaningful female friendships in adulthood, and how to do that and how to navigate the difficulties of that. And so that's a resource that we were really excited about and proud of. It's like 70 pages, digital download, and I hope that that supports anyone who's struggling with their friendships as an adult. And the most recent thing we released, she and I teamed up again. Her name is Claire Couchy. If you haven't seen her already, she's on Instagram, Finding Philothea. We teamed up again and released just before Thanksgiving of 2024, the Ultimate In-Law Guide. Always leading up to the holidays, especially Thanksgiving and Christmas, the #1 thing that I'm talking about with clients for weeks to prepare for the holidays is the difficulties of in-law dynamics. And it's very complex and very complicated and something that a lot of people struggle with. So hopefully the Ultimate In-Law Guide can be something that supports you if that's something that you're struggling with. I'll put all the links to those 3 things in the description box. Wow, I haven't said that in 4 years. And I hope those things can support you. I intend to eventually continue growing that database of resources of different things, especially the next thing on my list to create is like a communication 101 guide, because I find myself teaching clients and especially couples, but everyone really, the same communication skills over and over. So I want that to be a resource available to everybody. Marriage-wise, AJ and I celebrated 6 years of marriage last year. We'll be celebrating 7 years in a couple of months. We've been together for over 8 years. He is still the best man I know. He has only grown so much in virtue over the years that we've been together, and it's something that inspires me every day in my life, my personal journey, my faith especially. We participate in a bi-weekly marriage small group, which has been an incredible resource and support system to our marriage over the years and difficulties and ups and downs of marriage, to support for our own support and then the support of the other couples in the group. It's really beautiful to have seen that grow and shift and change over the past 6 years that we've been involved in that. The past 4 years, I've focused all of my social media energy on Instagram, literally none on YouTube. I don't think I've even opened it at all. So I've been really active on there. There's tons and tons of content on there if you scroll back and you're looking for anything or updates or information or resources. But I ended 2024 really burnt out on Instagram. I took a couple weeks off and prayed about what social media was going to look like in this upcoming year. Social media is the #1 way that my clients find me, and so it's an amazing resource for connecting with #1 clients, but 2, I've made some of my best friends through social media. I've also connected with my in-person local community through social media, so it's an incredible resource, but what I was doing was really burning me out at the end of last year, and I really was missing and craving sit down, more deep dive, longer form type of videos, which led me back to YouTube. I really missed YouTube over the past few years. It just felt like something that I couldn't create time and space for, but it felt like a top priority for me going into 2025, especially in the area of social media, to be able to connect with you guys and share more depth of valuable content and just conversations about life and family and marriage and parenting and all of the other things that I'm passionate about. So my plan for the new year is to commit to posting here regularly. What I'm telling myself is that I will post at least once a month, just to give myself something that's like really attainable and I'll actually follow through on. But I really intend to post more than that. I won't say what my intention is, but minimum once a month. Please hold me accountable to showing up a little bit more often than that. We'll see how it goes. In the beginning of the year, I have a lot of motivation and excitement for YouTube videos. I have a long list of videos that I've been wanting to create for years that I just haven't made the time and space for, but that I am committing to making the time and space for this year. Some things I really have always wanted to share are my 2 birth stories and postpartum experiences. I feel like that was something that I loved listening to when I was pregnant or looking forward to planning for postpartum the first time especially, and so I want to share that information in like in great depth that I can't do on Instagram here with all of you. And then just other things that I'm passionate about, like marriage and family life and parenting, especially reproductive health and fertility, and a lot more. And so I would love to know what you would like to see. If you are a subscriber, one of those 6,000 from 4 to 6 years ago, wow. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for you and so happy to see you again. And if you're new, welcome. Let me know how I can help, what you're curious about, what you want to see. And I'm really excited for 2025, all the new plans, and especially being back here on YouTube with you. I'll see you soon. Bye.